Race 8 at the Gold Coast, another of the feature races. This is the Marriott Resort Gold Coast Stakes, a listed event over 1,400 metres. Make Mine Magic, after his impressive recent win in the Burnborough, is at $4 given a big chance here. Diamond Dane, 17, 11 Banff Connection. Jar Jar Binks, 12, 69 Federal Agent. Treasure the Quilla, 68, Keffel, $7.90. Smart Chariot, $3.30. Centona is at $25. 43 May Royal, McLaren Vale 18, Lighthouse Road 26 and Casimir $11. Now let's hear more about the chances of Diamond Dane here. He didn't have a lot of luck last start.
Magic Millions crowd here just looking on. And he's one of those horses, Smart Chariot. He just won't go in the gate until he's ready now. He's half in and he just stands there. Ronnie Goltz wheeled him around on a couple of occasions and just tried to trick him to going into the gates. He's in now, so he's right. So these rest of these will be loaded. Make Mine Magic's in dashing form. I know he's got 60 to carry, and he carried it very well in the Burnborough handicap. He won easily from Wishart. He got a good run in the race from the Good Alley. He's drawn 8 today, 8 in a field of 13. Keffel goes very good on the track. That's him coming up into the great gates now, Keffel. He's had 2 starts at the coast for 2 wins. There's Casimir going in. A lot of people dropping off Casimir. But I can tell you this, at his last 3 starts, he drew 2 inside gates, and the day he drew the outside one, Glenn Collis went over to ride him for luck. So he's 3 runs back from a break. He's always gone inside horses, and he hasn't seemed to relish it. He's got an inside gate again today. So whether Muntz can get him away from the fence at some stage and bring him to the outside, you may see an improvement in him. McLaren Vale about to go forward. Lighthouse Road coming in. Just goes to show you what it means. All set here. Good race this. 1,400 the trip. Gates open and they're off and racing now. Near the inside, Banff Connection was one of the first to come out. Keffel, Diamond Dane began quickly. Centona's going for speed, and when they settle down, it's Diamond Dane leading Keffel, Centona. Lighthouse Road out deep, and Banff Connection's travelling up on the rails. A length away to Treasure the Quilla on the outside of Make Mine Magic. He's midfield. Jar Binks back on the rail. And then came Smart Chariot, May Royal, Casimir, McLaren Vale, and last of all, Federal Agent. 900 metres to go, and Diamond Dane the leader by 1 length. Lighthouse Road second. Centona box seating third on the fence, and Keffel is fourth in the middle. Now Treasure the Quilla has gone around them wide, so has Smart Chariot. Then came Banff Connection. Make Mine Magic a touch worse than midfield. McLaren Vale deep. Jar Jar Binks on the rail. And then came May Royal, Casimir and Federal Agent. Diamond Dane leads to the bend. 450 to go. Centona's getting a lovely run up on the fence. Then Lighthouse Road, Treasure the Quilla, Smart Chariot and Keffel. And Make Mine Magic is trying to get to the outside. It's Diamond Dane in front with 300 to go. Centona's in hot pursuit. Smart Chariot's coming. And Make Mine Magic, the grey, is starting to storm home on the outside. At the 100, Smart Chariot hit the front. Make Mine Magic's coming at Smart Chariot. It's Smart Chariot. Make Mine Magic, the grey, hits the front. Make Mine Magic beats Smart Chariot. Third home in the race, Banff Connection. Fourth, Centona. Then came Jar Jar Binks, followed by McLaren Vale, Diamond Dane. Further back in the field, Keffel. And then came May Royal, Casimir, Treasure the Quilla, Lighthouse Road, and last home is Federal Agent. He's going as good as I've seen him, this horse. 60 kilos, and the race wasn't run to suit him because they walked in the early part and they packed up. Collis was prepared to bide his time, balance him up with the weight, then go for him. And over the final part, he has finished brilliantly to win. He carried 60 to win the Burnborough last week, and Alan Bailey's brought him back from 1,600 to 1,400 in the space of 7 days with 60 kilos. And Glenn Collis knows this grey horse so well. And Make Mine Magic has stormed home here to win. 8 second Smart Chariot, ridden by Ron Goltz. 3 third Banff Connection, Zach Purton. And 9 fourth Centona, ridden by Mick Pelling. And 2 was 5th Diamond Dane. The numbers 1, 8, 3 and 9. Dividends, 1 Make Mine Magic, 420, 180. 8 Smart Chariot second. And Smart Chariot for the place, $2 even. 3 Banff Connection, paid $3.30. Quinella 9.10. Trifecta $140.60. Daily Double at the Gold Coast, the numbers 13 and 1, paid $93.70. The treble, 113.1. $352.80. 352.80 on the numbers 1, 13 and 1. And the winners were 1 Cosmic Rays, 13 Regimental Gal, and now number 1 Make Mine Magic. 3/4 of a length by 2. The time was 1:21.49. And you have the numbers as Make Mine Magic comes back to scale. Geez, going good, this horse. He's run 4th and 2 Stradbrakes. He's had a couple of trips away to Sydney and Melbourne. He just doesn't go the Melbourne way. Alan Bailey brought him home, setting for the Triple Crown in these races. He's won 2 out of the 4, unlucky in the other 2, and no doubt now he'll spell him and bring him back for the Winter Carnival again. 1839. They're official now after the running of race number 8.
Thanks, Alan. And the last at the Gold Coast, race 9 due at 6 p.m. this evening. Now we're 4 minutes off race 8, the last at Rosehill Gardens. Here's Ron Dufficy with his thoughts.
The last race here at Rosehill Gardens, the numbers 10, 5, 4 and 2. He's easy in the market, Archer Vey, number 10, but he's had the 3 runs for Guy Walter now. He's improved at each of them. Goes from 1100 to 1300. There's some thought that he could be a little bit risky at this distance, but I can't fault him. Quick back up suits him. Looking for dangers, I thought number 5 Poetic Papal, his race without luck of late, certainly looks well placed here. 4K Power, he's a genuine performer. He's been up a while, but changed a jockey today, and up to 1300 suits him as well. Best of the rest, the very consistent number 2, I'm on a High. 10 on top, Archer Vey, hardest to beat 5 Poetic Papal and 4 Cape Howe.
Archer Vey, a very promising horse. He will be hard to beat in this final event. Quite a few other chances though. The race due in 2 minutes. Now race number 8, the last at Morphettville. In 12 minutes, joint top raters are Vignor and Shack Widow. King Crow 90, Taste the Magic, a rating of 90.
Right, Joe, and the last of the day, it's an open affair with the TAB favourite, number 10, and that is at $3.70 currently, Archer Vey. Number 2 at $4.20, and that is I'm on a High. And the third elect would be number 5, Poetic Papal, at $6.50. On track, 2 I'm on a High, just shades number 10, Archer Vey. Third pick, number 3, Zhivago. Been good money for Zhivago here. Darren Beedman aboard. Darren looking for 4. He went under an eyelash in the previous. And then Cape Howe, Poetic. Oh, actually, this linking up again as late information coming through. Equal now on track, I'm on a High and Archer Vey from Zhivago and Poetic Papal. Right, now as they start to move in. About 5 to move it in for the last of the day out here. Previous race won by Majestically, Corey Brown. And he'd be on a High after beating his close mate to Darren Beedman on Irish Crusader by an absolute eyelash. And Corey's riding I'm on a High here, and Darren on the well-tried Zhivago. And I'm on a High, of course, is a very popular commodity. Yeah, great finish that previous. Was in doubt until the number went up. Majestically, Irish Crusader with Arlington Road third, Stowaway fourth. Now Dreams Cafe is about to move in. Azrak will be the last. 1300 the journey of the final event of the day. Newington Style is the inside runner. They'll soon be off. Starter on the stand, waiting on Colin the Brave, little restless. Away they go on the last. Zhivago didn't jump all that quickly, and Newington Style bounced out in front. I'm on a High jump nicely, so did Archer Vey up looking for the lead. Cape Howe and Zhivago after bluing, the kickers roaring around them, followed by Azrak, and then Dreams Cafe on the inside, Colin the Brave, Poetic Papal, and a good margin to Nads off, and then Jackman at Absolute as Erogenous. They work to the side, and Beedman drives Zhivago to the lead, a length and a half now on Cape Howe. Archer Vey third and travelling fourth, I'm on a High, followed by on the outside of it Azrak and a couple of lengths to Newington Style. Then Dreams Cafe. Further away on the race column, the brave Poetic Papal nads off a Rogers, and Jackman on the fence whips them in. Down to the turn, 500 to go, and the well-tried Zhivago is the leader. About a length or so on Cape Howe. Third is I'm on a High, 3 deep, followed 4 wide by Azrak, and then Dreams Cafe, and Poetic Papal's into the open, nads off on the extreme outside at the 300, and Zhivago's under pressure. I'm on a High, and Cape Howe peg back Zhivago to take the lead. Cape Howe ahead in front. Archave trying to weave clear, and here's Poetic Papal coming quickly. Archave's into the open now, though. Archave shot through the gap and is too good for them. Archave from a tighty between Poetic Papal wide out, Zhivago on the inside, and then I'm on a High and Cape Howe. A break Newington Style with Azrak, Rogers, Jackman, Colin the Brave. Good margin off Dreams Cafe, and nads off at the tail of the field. Archave's won it. Oh, it would have been something beaten had he not got that split, but Lane Maloney, who's riding in superb style, drove Archave through once the horse saw daylight, and this very consistent gelding by Archway has been a little too good. Number 10, Archave, El Maloney, at 4:30 and 180. He did open up very, very short in New South Wales early, and then he got out to a more compatible quote with what was being bet here on course. So waiting for the numbers in the last. Time is 1 minute 16:07, and the sectional run was 34.55. The winner trained by Guy Walter for Mr. D.B. Reid. He's only had 4 starts for Guy. That was his first win after good efforts at Canberra, Rosehill and Randwick. Now, what are the judges doing here? We're waiting on the, it'll be maybe a photo finish for second. Poetic Papal, Zhivago should be in that order. Yes, there they go now. Poetic Papal is second. Number 5, Darryl McClellan for Joe Pride. And number 3 is third, Zhivago. Big run, didn't jump at all. Well, Beedman wanted to get up there, and he hustled him around the outside, so it wasn't surprising to see him weaken over the concluding stages, and he's run a big race. And number 4 was 4th, Cape Howe, 5th and 6th to follow. 10, 5, 3, 4. Number 10, 4:30 and 180. Number 5, 2:30. Number 3, 2:50. Quinella, 13.90. Exacta, 23.90. Trifecta, 173.80.
Charvet, a very promising horse, wins the last at Rosehill Gardens today for the redeemed Lane Maloney. Poetic Papal and Zhivago filling the minor placings there, and that wraps up the day. Certainly the highlight was seeing Thorn Park return in winning style. A very impressive performance first up today. We'll be hearing back with more on the other side of this break.
And Gold Coast Apprentice Michael Rodd and Make Mine Magic for Alan Bailey and Glenn Collis won the Gold Coast Stakes. This is our last. Jeff Fanning, who's done an outstanding job preparing the track for this carnival and starting them, climbs the platform for the last time for this carnival, and the gates open and they're off and racing now. Road to Heaven near the inside was one of the first to go. Kralewski's going for speed in the early part, and so too is Zofrock. And there's a stack of speed on early. Cauldron's up there, and so is Jack Lives Here. When they settle fully into stride, it's Jack Lives Here dashing to the lead. Road to Heaven's going to settle second. Third on the outside is Zofrock and Cauldron fourth. Kralewski's fifth on the rails, and that brigade have raced away by about 2.5, 3 lengths now. Next on the inside is I Realise from Forging's Lad outside him. Then Sammy and Xantra. Lunchtime Legend is wide. A long way back, Red Intro, and Brave Court is last of all. Coming down the side, 700 to go, and Road to Heaven slipped through on the inside to run to the lead from Jack Lives Here. Kralewski third, the fence, and Zofrock fourth. I Realise has gone through to fifth. Cauldron shuffle back, he's now sixth, and then Sammy. Forging's Lads deep, and then Xantra, followed by Red Intro, Lunchtime Legend and Brave Court. They swing the bend, 350 to go, and Road to Heaven is the leader, led by 2, Kralewski and Jack Lives Here. Then Zofrock, I Realise, Cauldron and Sammy, but Road to Heaven's a mile in front coming to the 200. He's 2.5, Kralewski, then Zofrock, Sammy and Cauldron, but nothing's running home, and the favourite Road to Heaven is clear. Kralewski second, Sammy getting home on the outside, but Road to Heaven in front close to home, and Road to Heaven won the last from either Kralewski or Sammy. Photo fourth, Lunchtime Legends out deep, Zofrock over towards the fence. Then came Red Intro, Cauldron, and then I realised Jack Lives Here, Xantra, Forging's Lad, and Last Tamer's Brave Court. Number 5, Road to Heaven. The favourite wins the last. I think there are plenty here getting out on that, either or extending their winnings for the day, because there was an almighty roar past the 200 when he had it won.
Good on you, Alan. Well done there at the Goldsmate and Seven Hills.